This is Sage with ClassicSportsShoes.com, your source for retro and fashion footwear. We also stock a full line of shoelaces. We have all the colors, the fat laces, the different lengths, and we have patterns and prints in stock. Today I'm going to show you the checkerboard lacing. In the example you're looking at, I used a fat lace for the horizontal, and I used a regular width lace for the vertical, to make the vertical part, and that allowed me to add extra. I guess I went up and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different times. It doesn't make square checks, as you can see. It makes little rectangles, but and most people just use 2 different color fat laces so that you end up with nice even squares, but you don't get as many squares. I just wanted to give you a new look so that you'd realize how many different ways you can come up with to do this. You could even use 2 of the narrow laces and come up with a different look. You'd end up with gaps. Horizontally, you'd end up with gaps though, so it's always best to use a fat lace for the horizontal at least. So let me get started showing you how to do this. When I'm showing you this, I'm going to end up using just fat laces, so you can see what it looks like with the when you only go through 3 times. You want to start out by doing a regular bar lace all the way up. Go in from the outside and even these up. And make sure you're conscious as to how you set the tension of how tight the shoe is going to be on your foot, because once again, like everything else, it's going to be hard to adjust once you're finished. Then you go out the next loop and then go across and down and in from the outside to make your first bar. And you have to do a little work with the fat laces to make sure they're showing flat. And then you go to the other side, to the longest lace that you haven't used yet. Go to the next available eyelet and out there and make a bar. Go to the other lace. And I'm going to end up stopping after this next bar because if you've done bar lacing, you realize there's a problem when you have 6 or an even number. You run into problems when doing bar lacing, so I'm just going to go ahead, and I do have videos addressing that, but I'm going to go ahead and just do the 5 eyelets. Okay, so you finish the bars across the top. Those look pretty evenly, the tension's pretty even on those. Okay, so then you're going to take your other lace, and I'm going to start by going under the first, and you just go over, under all the way down. And then I found the best thing to do is just even it up with the lace that you have. Make it that same length like that. And then you're going to want to fold this so that's flat. And I found instead of using the tip, sometimes if you just grab the lace in the middle, it's easier to get through because the lace doesn't pick on the other laces, and you go over and under to create the opposite pattern. Then you're just going to, at this point, you're going to want to slide it over and tighten it up a little bit, and you're going to want to make sure you fold this flat to go back down. Again, make some more room. and then do your last pass. And from there, you pretty much just have to work on getting it even to look the way you like. It's almost easier if you stuff the shoe a little bit. And in this situation, what I'm going to do is take the horizontal lace and go out. I'm going to create a loop, and that allows me a loop in here, which allows me to go down and through with the vertical laces. And then what that's going to do is give you something to allow you to get the vertical laces tight. Without that, it pretty much just stays loose. And from here you can do whatever kind of tucking, lace tucking solution that you like, that you prefer. Some people just stuff them in there, some people tie them off. You can tie this, you can end up tying a double bow at the top if you want. But that's pretty much it. That's how you do a checkerboard lacing. There's a difference in using the fat laces all across and then the fat and the regular laces. So be sure to check us out at Classic Sports Shoes for all your sneaker needs and your shoelaces and our how-to videos.